Hi everybody, and welcome to this kind of bittersweet video. That's because it's my final one here on TFL Off-Road. I have decided to move on from TFL and I'm gonna move to a new channel on YouTube called Truck King. So if you want to see, well, more of the same, towing, payload testing, and Hydroline off-roading, make sure you go check out the Truck King YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. For now though, I don't want to talk about the future. I want to talk about the past. My last 2 years here at TFL has been incredible, and I've had the chance to run all kinds of vehicles up this Hydroline trail in all kinds of different situations, from just thick mud, hot sunny days to cold, icy, wet, rainy days. So right now, we're gonna do a greatest hits. I'm gonna show you all the vehicles I ran up there, and then I'm gonna count down my top 3 favorite Hydroline runs ever. And of course, we'll also talk about the best tires to tackle this trail, and then just the differences in all these vehicles. Like I said, I'm a little sad to get this one started because it's my last one ever here on TFL, but what are we waiting for? Let's jump into it. So first, what the heck is a Hydroline? Well, here in Ontario, the main body that produces power is called Hydro One. All of our power used to be hydroelectricity, most of it from Niagara Falls. That's not the case anymore, but the name remains. So we basically use the word hydro in place of the word power here. What you see here is a power line trail, hence the Hydroline. The big feature you always see is this big stretch of mud. Now, it doesn't matter what time of year you come up here, even in the summer after crazy heat, there is always some mud to be found. The water just comes up out of the ground. There is a natural spring right there, so it's a perfect spot to always go find the mud. But of course, we've also run this thing in the winter, and getting up there and breaking through the ice is pretty crazy as well.
I'm so sad I already have words. Steven, you're a great asset. I loved your videos. I thought they were really well done. So I'm glad you'll do fine wherever you go. Hopefully it's with your old man. But yeah, I'll miss you. You did a really good job. I was always excited to watch your videos. So maybe someday you come back. Come back, Steve. Come back.
Thanks for that, Mr. Truck. It was always great working together, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Now let's get to my top 3 selections. You've already seen a bunch of the different trucks I've run up there, but at number 3, I have to go with my first. You'll always remember your first, right? The 2018 Chevy Colorado Z, or ZR2, was the very first off-road pickup truck I ran up the Hydroline for TFL Off-Road. And actually, I nearly got stuck. This truck has a bit of a dual personality. Great tires with the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax, incredible suspension, but it suffers from a lack of clearance. Not only does it not have 9 inches of ground clearance, it has shock towers that hang down real low. Now, it did get hung up in the mud, but the tires were enough to pull it out. Take a watch. Oh, hello, here we go. Maybe I spoke too soon, but look at this. I'm working it. I'm working the wheel, and I'm getting an inch by inch. Yes, 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 inch by inch. Yes, yes, that is perfect. Yes. Yes, if that doesn't show the tires, I don't know what does. Oh, there was a little breakover right there. Good thing I got a skid plate on here. That was perfect. It really felt like it was getting bogged down, but I just worked the wheel back and forth. And like I said, having those side biters on these tires, they just have a ton of grip. And then it also doesn't hurt that I can lock both my diffs, get even power to the ground. So, you know what? Based on that test alone, I'd say Duratrax in the mud is a good idea.
Steven. I cannot believe that you're leaving TFL and TFL Off-Road. I really love the Hydroline videos where you bash the ice and the snow and go through the mud, and when you review the snowmobiles and of course side-by-sides, you know how to jump them. But I hope you're not going too far, and we'll still see you on the Canadian Truck King Challenge. I'll be watching, and hopefully we can collaborate together on more videos.
Hey, thank you so much for that, Andre. I'm gonna miss shooting videos together, man. Moving on to number 2, we're gonna go with a side-by-side, and this one is easily the most capable vehicle I've ever had up there in the mud, period. The Can-Am Defender XMR. Now the XMR is built for mud, and frankly what I have here is nothing compared to what this machine could handle. You'll see it here, this Defender XMR really made my mud look embarrassing. It could just go wherever it wanted to, climb right up those mud walls and out of the ruts. It's definitely the most impressive vehicle that I've had up there in the mud. Now it does have its downsides with these massive paddle tires on it. This is not a trail machine at all. It's not a very comfortable machine to drive down the trail. It feels top heavy, but dang, once things get soft and slippery, it's unbelievable what this machine can do.
When I come up here with trucks and some side-by-sides, the machines basically get stuck in these ruts. However, with something like this, I'm assuming that I can just crank the wheel and let's see if it'll climb out. Come on, baby, climb out. Yes, see? This is the key with tires like this, is the amount of control I have in this mud. It's not like this stuff isn't slippery and slick, but look at this. I can just crank the wheel, crawl right in, and crawl right over. And then crawl back up the other side. Nice! This Defender, oh my goodness.
And coming in at number 1 is easily the hardest Hydroline run I ever did in the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. The backstory on this video is simple. My dad, who filmed a lot of it for me, basically told me I was crazy, I shouldn't do it. I told him, no way, man. This thing will break through that ice and eat it up. Now, the TRD Pro has a good front skid plate. I knew that was up there, and I knew I'd be using it. I did not know that the ice was this thick, though. And the issue is, once you're in, I mean, I didn't want to back out of there. I can't turn around. So once I was in, I just had to keep going. And every time I would hit that ice, it would break, and the 4Runner just kept on moving through it. It was pretty unbelievable on the day of, and like I said, looking back, I still can't believe it made it through clean. Now, what were the tires is a huge question, and these were actually winter tires. This was surprising to me too. These are not off-road tires by any means, but they are dedicated winters. So the siping is great. There is definitely more tread than what you would get on a traditional road-going tire. And although they did slip quite a bit in the mud, slowly but surely, the 4Runner worked itself out of that ice pit. If I had have known the ice was that thick before I drove the 4Runner in there, I probably wouldn't have done it, but luckily it made it through, and I really do think this is a testament to how strong this Toyota was built, because I was not very nice to it.
All right, inch by inch, 4Runner. Inch by inch, 4Runner. I feel bad for this thing. I'm working it. And if you ever want to make sure a vehicle is totally buttoned up underneath and there's nothing low hanging, run it through some ice like this. Because if there was anything down there that could have broken, it would probably be broken by now. Those are famous last words, I know. Okay, this might be it. This might be the one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, 4Runner. Come on, 4Runner. Come on, 4Runner. Okay, okay. This is for real, the one. Here we go. And now we gotta get up this snowy hill at the end. A bit of speed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Yes, baby, yes, yes, yes. Yes. And we are out. Oh my goodness, 4Runner.
It's a sad and happy day here at TFL Off-Road. Let me explain, because our long-term Canadian correspondent and our buddy, Steve Elmer, is moving on to his own YouTube channel. Just like me, he's gonna go work with his dad over at the Truck King YouTube channel, where he's gonna be continuing doing truck reviews, doing off-road reviews, and every so often, hopefully coming back here to TFL Off-Road to publish some reviews. Now, over the last 2 years, Steve has knocked it out of the ballpark with his Hydroline reviews, with his towing reviews, with his side-by-side reviews, and yes, I know it's crazy, but his personal watercraft reviews on our off-road. I guess they are off-road after all, even if they are in a lake. So Steve, I just want to wish you and your dad
the best of luck, because you know I know what it's like to work with my son, and I'm super excited to see you go on and take the Truck King channel and make it your own. So guys, if you want to go check out Steve's new home, just click on the link below. And Steve, I'm sure this isn't goodbye, it's just adieu until we meet again.
Much appreciated, Roman. And of course, yes, I want you to go check out my new channel, Truck King. But don't forget about TFL Off-Road. The boys are going to start putting up tons of new off-road content. In fact, an incredible video just went up comparing a Land Rover Defender, a new model and an old model, and a Toyota 4Runner and a Jeep Wrangler. These guys are serious off-roaders. Well, everyone, that is it for this video. Now, some of you might be happy I'm leaving, and that's fine. You're in good hands here on TFL Off-Road. For everyone else, please come over to Truck King and check out what we are up to. Now, don't forget to go below, leave a comment, hit like, hit subscribe, and then come right back here to TFL Off-Road for the latest news, views, and real-world reviews. See ya.